Hello everybody and welcome to my indie game spotlight for Forced. Now, Forced is a 1 to 4 player co-op action RPG with puzzle and tactical elements. What that basically means, it's a great little arena game that you can play by yourself or with a friend. Now in this video I'll be quickly going over the game and showing you what it is all about. Now usually you see myself at a menu screen right about now, but I decided to do gameplay first and then we'll focus on the menu simply because a lot of people don't like watching the menu crap anyways, so I figured I'll do that at the end. Now this is called the Hall of Trials. It's the start of the campaign. You walk up this wonderful mountain here and you are greeted with these doors. Each door is a different trial. As you unlock those trials, you go throughout the game. I'm currently on Trial 5, a slow death, and then I go to the boss room of Feel the Wrath. And then once that's done, I'm assuming this gates opens and you go to a whole nother set of trials. That's what this game is all about. Getting up in the trials and, moving on. It's a very simple idea, but very fun. Now, each of these trials, if you're looking at these pillar type things, you see these gems at the top. Some are unlocked, some aren't. Each trial has 3 different challenges you have to complete. With each challenge completed, you get a gem. With those gems, you level up. It's kind of a really cool leveling system. It kind of makes you want to be better at the early ones, because if you miss this wonderful gem at the start, you don't get that level. You got to keep going with a lower level character. So we got Trial 2, Trial 3. I just wanted to show you those gems. I'm actually going to be doing Trial 3 simply because I think I can at least do it without dying. So hopefully that happens and I don't look like a fool. Now this is the, I guess, I'll call it the strategic room, the meeting room. Basically, if you are in a co-op game, everyone is here and they choose who they want to play. Every one of these little circular things is a different character. We have a wonderful ranger here. Great high AoE damage. Obviously he attacks from range. He is a ranger. So if you like that kind of play, definitely my favorite type of play. A great character to use, but I think he's a bit underpowered personally. Now we have this guy here, the big lava dude. He is a melee bruiser type character, very high AoE damage output, can take down lots of characters, but quite low defenses. And then we got a wonderful assassin here, very quick single damage target output, great getaways, and you need those especially if you're playing single player. So I will be playing him most likely. And then we, of course, have a tank. Now, this is probably the best all-around character. He has a heal, he has very good damage output for a tank, and he has very high defenses, obviously, as he is a tank. I'm going to go back to the assassin here. I'm going to actually play the assassin, and this is your skill system. As you can see, you have actives and passives, and you can equip a maximum of 3. Currently, as I'm a low level, I can only equip 2 and 1, but you get the idea of the game, and you unlock skills as you go about. So what I'm going to be using is Strafe, and I'm going to be using a Healing Blast. So I'm going to put that in my right click slot, and I'm going to put that in my Q slot. Now what this Strafe, I'll actually show you what it does, but I'm going to show you the one I didn't pick. A Power Kick, a single target. So this is just an extra powerful attack for a single target. I don't think I really need that. I'm not going to be killing much enemies in this, and I really want to use that Strafe to get around the map. Now, these are your passives. Rip them apart. If an enemy has 5 marks on them, I'll explain marks later, you deal +2 damage per hit. And then attack speed, a basic hit increases attack speed. This can happen up to 5 times, resulting in 3 additional attacks per second. Now that's good if you have a lot of enemies. I think I'm going to use the stacking passive. So we're all set here. I'm going to show you quickly. That is the Strafe. It kind of pushes right through enemies, so if you're stuck in a corner, you can kind of nicely push through. And then we have a heal and an explosion as well. So that will heal me and explode the enemies. A great ability to have, especially having a heal with a low defense character is always great. So this is the arena. This is what it's all about. Each different trial has a different arena, and it gives you challenges to do. So challenge: hit 0 to 5 enemies with a single shockwave shrine push and destroy the spawner shrine. So this is a spawner shrine. And I haven't even told you about the Wisp yet. I don't even know what this guy's called. I'm going to call him a Wisp because he looks like a Wisp. But this is the whole strategic part of this game. Utilizing this Wisp. I am controlling this Wisp as I play. And I'm going to kill these guys real quick and hold my Wisp on me. And get these guys down. Now I need to kill enemies 3 out of 3. And now I need to destroy spawner shrine 0 of 2. So these spawner shrines spawn enemies. So I got to destroy them with my Wisp. I can't destroy those personally. My Wisp can, and I gotta destroy the other one really quick because it's gonna spawn. And I might fail here epically if I let this thing spawn too many times. And for some reason I'm not hitting it, so I'm gonna heal. And I just let it spawn again. That was a very bad example of how to utilize the Wisp. I missed 3 times there, but I got rid of the spawner shrines. Now, what this thing is, it's a shockwave shrine, and I'll show you what that does really quickly here. I'll try to avoid this guy's attack, because he does attack quite drastically. If I push it through this, it shockwaves him, damages him, and puts 5 marks on him. If this guy has 5 marks, he gets more damage. So as you can see, it went up to 4 when he got 5 marks. And this also is a healing well over here. Again, utilizing the Wisp, you can have a healing well, and I gotta destroy spawner shrines. So I'm gonna use that and have this right here. I got 1. Gotta drop my Wisp, pull him across it. Got 2, and I think the other one's over here probably somewhere. Alright, so we gotta avoid these. Drop my Wisp, hit 3. Perfect. Now I think this is the end. I'm just gotta kill these guys. I'm gonna pull it through the shockwave thing again. I probably don't really need to, but I'm just showing you. All these things are in most of the games, so you really can get a feel for them, and I just got knocked back like a baddie. I'm going to heal up here, just in case. Knocked him down, but I think this is the last guy anyway, so I don't really need to be too careful. And there we go. We are done. Killed the brawlers. So I didn't beat the challenge that I was trying to beat, which is hit 5 enemies with a single shockwave shrine. I didn't really let them stack up, but I did get the other 2 gems, which I already have, and you have a nice little global leaderboard that you can analyze too. So that is the main campaign of the game. Now I will show you survival mode. So now we're in survival. We're at the same strategy room. You always get this room on whatever you join, and we get to choose what we want to be. I'm not going to really go for, going too long, but I'm going to pick the tank simply because I like him and I want to show what he does. So this is his abilities, his starting abilities. We have a shield throw, which throws his shield, does damage. We have a frost cube, instantly creates an ice block around him that protects you from harm and then shatters. Great for damage output, great if you're in a sticky situation. And then we have slick moves, active aura that increases your move speed by 2 and heals you. Another great ability. All 3 of these abilities are really, really good. I am going to use the shield throw and I don't know which one would really be better, because I know I'm going to use Frost Cube because there is a healing well on the map, so I don't know. Maybe I might be regretting that, but whatever. Attacks an additional +1 damage per target. Attacks deal an additional +1 damage per target, or a successful melee block will release a frost explosion upon the attacker, dealing 30 damage and 60 knockback. So knockback is good, especially when you get overwhelmed. I'm going to use that. We are good to go. Let's do this. Notice, invalid tournament high score. Okay, so there is a tournament system. I will be going more into that later, but just know that it's an invalid tournament score. Now, what this is all about survival. So it's essentially waves of enemies that I have to survive. Very simple idea, but they add a lot more to it. I mean, you obviously have your Wisp, you have a knockback thing over here, and you have a healing well over here. Also, later in the game, certain things pop up. Actually, bosses come, and it can get really messy really quickly. So we're on wave 1. Next wave in 25 seconds, wave 2 now. And I'm just trying to remember what I have. So we'll use this thing and hopefully get rid of some of them. You can use a nice shield ball. As you can see, this guy is really good at knocking back people. It's a really strong character. But even the tanks don't have much defense in this game. So I'm going to use my healing well. Hopefully I don't die on wave 2. That would be mighty embarrassing. And I should be using my knockback thing more strategically. I'm not really using it yet. But hey, this is just to show you what this is all about. It's essentially waves and is lasting as long as possible. That is what the leaderboards are all about. You need to survive and not get hit by these little bastards up here, because they can really screw you over. So we have survived wave 3. Go us. I'm going to pull this through here once these guys come from the top. Actually, there's only 3 this time? Oh no, looks like quite a few. And we have a swordsman. Yeah, I'm going to wait and then Q. There we go. So obviously that ice cube ability avoids any attacks. It's great if you got a big guy like this. You can just use your ice cube right away. and then kind of overwhelm him like I am right now. Now I'm going to go back to my healing well. I probably should have done this earlier, but it's hard to commentate while playing. I'm going to pull that on me, drop it, try and get a nice knockback. There we go. I'm going to hit this guy because he's going to be the guy that I need to beat. And he has a really big axe. Holy crap. Yeah. Actually, I got another knock wave up, so I'm going to use that. And we have spawners in, so we have to get these spawners right away. Because if I don't, I'm going to get quickly overwhelmed. And I missed, so I am probably screwed here. But I'm going to last as long as possible. I'm going to pull it through this health thing as I'm going by. And I am going to pull it, hopefully, through both of this pusher. There we go, perfect. And the spawner, and get rid of this other spawner. And there's actually a speed thing up here, which I haven't been utilizing again. I'm not doing very good here, but I'm doing my best to show you guys what this is all about. And as you can see, I'm quickly getting overwhelmed. I can't kill everything, and it looks like it's going to be over right away. Didn't do too great, 244, not good at all, but it was a good showing of what survival is all about. As you can see, how you can quickly get overwhelmed, especially with those spawners, 4 up or 3 up. That is just crazy. It's spawning a lot of enemies. You need to get them down right away. So, let's go to the menu now and show you what that is all about. So, this is pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to show you what the menu and the ranking system was all about. So we have a news section here. I really like that companies have been doing this lately. It shows you what's to be expected in the future of the game. Force is being released the 24th of October. I don't know if I really agree with that, because it is currently in early access on Steam. I understand that early access is really just a beta release or alpha release, whatever you want to call it. But you pay money for the game and you get the game. In my opinion, that's released. I don't really know what's going to be changing on the 24th, but that's the official release date of this game. You can pick it up for $11.99 currently on Steam as early access. And then we got features in the works. So we have a versus survival mode. Which team will survive this horrible death race? Sounds very fun. Survival mode is great, and I would like to see a versus mode. And then we have a health boost. Press the button if you simply can't complete a trial. When boosted, you won't be able to get challenge crystals or time score. So that's a great little thing. If, like me, I'm stuck on trial 5. If I want to use that, I can complete that trial and move on, but not get the levels up that I probably need for the next trial anyways. Then we got co-op plays, single player, showed you that. Then we got a ranking. I really enjoy this ranking system in this game. Because when you're playing with 1 player and when you're playing with 4 players, it's a drastically different game. So, I like that they changed and made it so that people playing with 4 players are on their own different rankings. People playing with 3 players are on their own different rankings. People playing with 2 and 1 are on different rankings. That's very cool, very fun, because it really is fair for everyone. Any type of player can really look at this ranking system and say, you know, see where they are in terms of skill. Then we have a survival mode, which is, I just showed you that, but that shows you that this guy lasted 11:25. Now, I lasted something like 2 minutes, so it shows you that, you know, guys, this is already a really competitive game. And then we got tournament. Now, tournament, there was actually a tournament this weekend, and I really enjoy the way this tournament system works. Basically, it is a marketing thing, but it also is a really good way to do it. If you are streaming, it automatically knows that you are streaming, and it will automatically put your ranking in this tournament score. So as soon as you get your time, you will see where you go up against everybody else. And that shows you, really, it's a really good way to show you where you are in the tournaments. You don't have to wait to the end and see where you are. It kind of gives a more competitive vibe, if you ask me. And then we just have settings, which I have a big issue with companies using this type of settings thing where it's as simple as fast, simple, good, beautiful, fantastic. No, just give me advanced settings, because what is the difference between beautiful and fantastic? I do not know. Have they turned bloom off? Have they lowered the shadows? I do not know. But I just hate it. And what the hell is the difference between beautiful and fantastic? They both sound great. But yes, that is essentially what Force is all about. I'll actually show you this too. They actually have their own Twitch system, so you can stream through their game if you want. Just name the title, select your server, select the quality, and it goes straight up to Twitch. So if you don't have like OBS or whatever the hell the other ones are, you can just use theirs if you want. Now, I have seen theirs being used, and it's not the best, Very low frame rate, so I hope they improve that later on. But it is there for anyone to use. So yes, guys, that is Forced. I hope you enjoyed. More information about it will be down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.